Hi everybody, it's Lynnea. Welcome back for day 2 of the LDRS Creative Winter and Christmas features. So if you're new to this feature, every month the LDRS Creative Design team has a theme and we use recently released products and we make a project for that theme. So this month it is winter and or Christmas. So I'm going to be using the new Polka Doodles Snowdrifts Winnie stamp set, and I'm going to be pairing her with the brand new, just released about a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, Slimline Droplet Pocket Die set. So these new Slimline pocket dies are about 3 inches by 5.5 inches, just a little bit smaller. So you can put these dies and they fit perfectly onto a 3.5 or 3 by 5.5 inch card rather. And so they're just a little bit smaller than that. And I love that you can use these dies separately. So you can use, for this particular one, for the Droplet Slimline Pocket die set, you can use just the stitched outside and you'll have a layer for your card that has that stitched border. You can use just the droplet portion and you'll have a fun little cutout. I'll do a card with that sometime, probably coming up soon, because that's one of my favorite things to do with these dies. But if you use them together and you position that droplet portion inside of that stitched outer die, run that through your die cutting machine, you're going to get something that looks like this. So you have that stitched panel, but you have these droplet pattern cut into the middle of it. And I'm going to use this to create a shaker card. So I'm taking some skinny, it's about 1/8 of an inch tape, and this is easy tear tape from Thermoweb. You want to make sure that you have a really strong double-sided tape when you're creating a shaker card. So that's why I'm using this. And then I'm going to just outline this whole Slimline Droplet pocket die with this 1/8 inch tape, and I will add a piece of acetate to it so that I have a window. And then I cut some thin strips of double thick foam tape and outlined that as well. And you want to make sure that you have all 4 edges touching. So see how the tape is touching at all 4 corners there? Once I have that on, I'm going to take my anti-static powder tool and I'm going to add powder all around the outside, really making sure that I get on the inside of this tape. I do that when the backer is on the tape so that I don't actually get powder on the adhesive portion, just on the sides. You know how the sides of your foam tape get sticky and your sequins or beads or whatever you're putting in stick to that? I want to reduce that stickiness, so that's why I'm using that anti-static powder tool on the sides of the foam tape. Then I'm going to take some flat little confetti style sequins, and these are Christmas colors, my favorite Christmas shaker mix. There's red and green and gold, and my favorite of all the Christmas colors are these traditional Christmas colors. So I used that Slimline Droplet Pocket die set and just cut the outer die. So I have just that stitched outer frame here, and I cut a second piece and I'm going to use that on my background. Be careful when pressing this down because I just got a pretty decently bad paper cut, so careful when running your fingers along the sides of your paper. Don't cut yourself like I did. But now I have this pretty Slimline Droplet Pocket shaker. It's so cool, but I thought it needed a little extra something. So I went ahead and I die cut that die one more time from some white cardstock, and I'm going to grab my glitter dust spray. This is the silver color and it's from Thermoweb, but it just gives this pretty shimmer to cardstock. So I'm going to do it once and let it dry. I'm going to kind of show you here what it looks like with one coating. It's hard for the camera to capture with that box in the background, so I'll show you again once I move that out of the way. But I'm going to lay this down on my box again and spray it a second time. So look, I get like a silvery background mixed with the silvery glitter. And when you see it up against the white, you can see that this really does look silver instead of white. It's so, so fun. So here you go. And I'm just going to layer that right on top. I'm going to line it up and I'm going to put this as the front of my shaker card instead of just having a plain white die cut piece. Now I have this fun glittery silver piece. So I'll just use some liquid adhesive and glue that on. Now I have my card base, and like I said in the beginning, this is sized 3 inches by 5.5 inches, so just a little bit smaller than a standard A2 card. And the great thing about these Slimline Pocket dies are that you can put them in an A2 envelope because they are just as wide as a regular A2 card. They're just a little bit shorter, so you'll have no problems putting them in a standard envelope that we all already have in our craft rooms. It's just a cute little miniature size. So I have this Polka Doodles Snowdrifts Winnie all colored up. If you saw yesterday's video, you know that I was going to use her on my card, and she just didn't fit with my design. So I tucked that stamped and colored image in the back of my stamp pocket, and I'm going to use her on today's card. I ended up keeping this a horizontal orientation. I put her right in the middle, and then I also picked out a sentiment from the Christmas Wishes sentiment stack, and I added that with foam tape right across the bottom of my card. And that's my fun little slimline pocket shaker card tutorial. Thanks for watching, you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye. Thank you again very much for watching this video. If you liked this video and you'd like to see more from me, please hit that subscribe button that is on the screen now. And here are a few other videos that I thought you might enjoy.